Hello guys, I am Mansoor. Welcome to our YouTube channel, The Coders Bridge. Today we will be seeing about parsing an XML document in Power Automate. In a previous session, we saw about variables and loops in Power Automate. So if you haven't seen that video, right, please do watch it. I will be giving the link in the description. And if anyone is interested in learning about NLP or machine learning or deep learning, so I have even uploaded many videos on that. So if you are interested, please visit our playlist. I will be giving the link in the description, and please do watch it. Okay, so let's jump into our video. So as I told before, right, we will be seeing about XML. So normally why XML is used? XML is used when we are working with APIs, right? So we are triggering some API. So like the response will be in a XML format, or it may be in a JSON format, right? So the thing is, we need to parse that JSON or the XML file. So while for so parsing means we will be finding the like starting and ending tag, or we will be finding the in which node it is exactly our data is, right? Or else we will be in Power Automate terms, we can say it as an element or an attribute, right? So or else the second application where we use XML is like in the form of configuration. So for example, we automate some process. In that thing we have some usernames, and what is that, there is some file path, or what is that, email subject or email body, email, what is that, a signature, something. Okay, so whatever things should be configurable, right, that we will be maintaining an XML file as a config file, right? So in that thing, to read that or to retrieve the data, we need to parse and we need to get the attribute value or the element value, right? So we will be creating an XML file. We will be seeing the difference between element value and attribute in Power Automate, sorry, in config file. Okay, and we will be seeing how to retrieve that. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a config file. So let's open this text document. So let me delete this. So let me create a new config file. So first, as we all know, config file will be having starting and ending tags. So we'll create two tags, starting and ending. Okay, so inside this we will be creating, for example, we will be creating a tag for country name. Okay, so let's go ahead and create, we'll put country one as of now. Okay, and the value will be India. Sorry, like my keyboard is bit slow. Okay, okay, fine. So we have created one element over here. Okay, so we can also create the like XML tags in a different way. So I will just show you now. So now we'll create for country 2. Okay, so rather than closing it over here, I will add some parameters, or we can say attribute value inside. Attribute in the sense, I will put like country and name is equal to I will put USA. Okay, and let me close this over here. Country 2. Okay, let me change this, country 1, right? Yeah, this is country 1 and this is country 2. Okay, here we can able to see we have single value in this element, in this node, and we have closed that particular tag here itself, right? So this is called as element when we having multiple values in a tag, that will be called as an attribute. Okay, for example, I can also add some more values over here. For example, I can also add um population is equal to some 2200K. Like I can also add like this. Okay, so this is also a kind of initializing or declaring the values inside a what is that, XML nodes. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and save this file as a XML file, config.xml, and I'm saving it over here. Let's go ahead and open our Power Automate. Here if you see, right, in the XML activity, here we can able to see the XML activity. If you expand that, we have an option of read XML. Our first thing should be reading the XML file, right? So let's just drag and drop and select the XML file which we want to select. sorry, parse. So it is inside files. Okay, I have selected the XML file and the value will be in this XML document. Okay, now we need to read the value from this first element. Okay, this element, this country one. Okay, for that, what I am going to do is I will be just pulling up get XML value, sorry, XML element value. I told you, right? This will be the element value and this will be the attribute value. Okay, so for getting the element value, there will be two parameters. One will be the XML document, which we have already read over here. We will be giving the output variable here. And the second parameter will be the XPath query. XPath is nothing but in which path your value exists. Okay, in our scenario, the value exists inside config and country one. Okay, if you want to give that, we will be giving config, and what is the next thing? It is country one, right? So we will be giving country one. Okay, and by default it will be in text. If you want, you can change the data type of the output as per your requirement. As it is a text, I will be just leaving in a text format, and the value will be stored in this XML element value. I will just save this and let me just populate over the message box. So I will put like country one value and the variable which is existing is XML element value. Okay, so let's save this and let's trigger this. So here you can able to see, right? Now we got the element value from this thing, which is nothing but from the country one tag. Okay. In the same thing, if you want to retrieve the data from country two by using element, it won't be possible. Okay. Let's do one thing. Let's give country two over here and see whether it is throwing us an error or it is running successfully. So let's save this again and let me execute this. See, I told, right, it will be giving us the null, because if you see the data between the country 2 tag, sorry, country starting tag and country 2 ending tag is null. There is no data between this. That means it will be returning us null. Correct. It will be not throwing an error, rather it will be returning us null, because as it is, there is no data. Correct. So if we want to extract the data from this attribute, how we can do that? So for doing that, right, let me disable this one and let me delete this message box also. Now I will go ahead and I will show you what is element attribute. We have another option, it element attribute. So let's drag and drop element attribute, and in this thing we will be having three parameters. The first parameter will be the XML document. The second parameter will be the XML path, sorry, X path. As we saw before in XML element value, right? X path is nothing but config country one. So that will be the path, right? So in this scenario, what it will be, config, and next thing is country 2. And what is the attribute name? So here we have two attribute, name and population. If you see, if we want to retrieve the name, we will be just giving name over here. Okay, and we'll just save it. Okay, so let's go ahead and drag and drop excuse me, the other message box, and we'll put country2 name as that header title, and we'll select XML attribute value. Let me save this and run this again. When we are running this, it will be returning us USA. That means now we have parsed this config file, config tag. Inside that config tag, we have something called as country2. In this country2, we don't have element is null, but we have attribute like name and population. Okay, if you want to extract population, same way, rather than what is this name, right, you can give population as well. Okay, now one more question arises here. If we have some data, like if you see, these both are same, these both have start tag. See, here also we have start tag, here also we have start tag, here also we have end tag. What is the difference between this? In this thing, in the tag element, we don't have attributes. Here we have attributes. That's why we can able to retrieve the attribute. What if we have element in this also? right? For example, this is an element, right? Here we will be having something like zip code. Zip code, let's consider XXX. Okay, so this is an element now. So if we just execute XML element thing, so before we saw it XML element, if you execute this, we will be getting something value as zip code. That means in a XML tag, we can also have the tag as a XML value, element value. Also, we can add some attributes in the tag as well. Okay, so now let's see how to retrieve this element value over here. So for retrieving that element value, right, let me disable, no, let it be now. So let's open this. Now the thing is config country2 and one more tag we have. So it will be going in this hierarchy, config country2 and zip code. The only thing we need to put is put one more node over here, which is zip code. That's it. Okay, so let me enable this now. In message box, I will put something as country name and I will put zip code. And here the variable will be the XML element value. Okay, so let's save this and we'll execute this. Okay, so we have done something wrong. Let's see what it is. Zip code. Okay, here the thing is, so we'll save this and again we'll see like whether we gave the spelling correct or not. No, here it's case sensitive, right? So we need to match the case over here. So we have saved this and we'll execute again. Yeah, now we got right. Our by using attribute, we execute, like we retrieve the name. By using element, we retrieve the zip code. Here we can see it, the name came through attribute, the zip code came through element. Okay, so this is how we will be working with get element value and get attribute value. So attribute is nothing but the data which will be in the tag. The element is nothing but the data which will be between the starting and ending tags. Okay, so I hope like you guys understand how to retrieve the data and what is the difference between element and attribute. So in our next session we will be seeing about how to set like XML attribute parameter, attribute value, and how to set XML element value. And then we will be seeing about removing, deleting, and inserting things in our next session. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done that. So we'll see you in next video. Until then, tata, bye bye.